Alright guys, we're back for another war in Season 21, War number 7. So this one we're back on track with a very solid war. We're going to start off with Iceman against Dormammu on the hazard shift node. And as long as I just keep from dexing, I don't have to worry about any of his, the degen that he could put on me. Just keep our distance, use those heavies. If he gets the special 2, we'll just block it. And we're almost done. This was solid. Again, just block the special 2, don't dex, and we're solid. Next we have another one, the hazard shift with Elsa. And we had a little taste of Elsa last time in the boss circle, so I'm pretty comfortable evading her special ones. And here, after her special one, she's pretty much not even going to get to a special 2 because of the node. It's like 80% reduced power or something after a special 1, or after 1 bar power. So Iceman putting in some work. And we are good. Next, we've done this fight a bunch of times, the Korgon Mixmaster. And the problem is that right at the start, the AI is smart, and I go in for my parry and no parry, and then he gets his heavy, and now he's starting with those like crowd charges or whatever right at the start. And if he has more, and again does the same thing. And once he has those crowd charges, it kind of screws up my whole system, because I'm terrible at evading his special 1. And if he has more than 1 crowd charge, it's going to be an unblockable special 1. Now ideally I would have loved to have gotten more special 2s off, but I wasn't getting great luck with my the RNG on the parries, and it just can get you into a really bad rotation, where you're stuck having to take that. There's another one that he shrugs off, and this one wasn't a very high level cork. I think it had less than a 50% chance to shrug it off, but in this game 50% could mean 100%. But yeah, it wasn't another shrug off. So I just end up using my special ones just to try and get his rock stacks off, so I can actually get some damage in. Again, Doom is a stubborn attacker, so I don't have to worry about the stubborn and getting a bunch of destructible charges on him. But I'm just trying to get some actual damage in. And this was just unfortunate. Couldn't get enough. Again, shrugs off another one. Shrugs off another one. So he was in full shrug form. There's not much you can do there. There, shrugs off another one just to start off it after we revive and come in, and there's 2 shrugs at the beginning. So it was a little rough, but we got him down here, and then get back into some solid gameplay. Alright, there we get him down. And now we move on to phase 2. We've got window of opportunities done with one eye open, Magneto. Now, all of his attacks are energy, so I boosted up big with Human Torch. I practiced exactly what I wanted to do, but sometimes, you go in, and I did my 4-hit combo, I back off, and I instinctively parry. But I survive it. Not only do I do that, but he gives me a whole bunch of smolders, and just does a ton of damage to himself. So kind of a little bonus there. The only thing I've got to worry about is his heavies now have that unstoppable on them. So ideally I want to push him to a block, maybe bait a special one, have to intercept, and then I feel like I could get an in, but no, he heavies, but at least that takes off the unstoppable, so now I can do the same there. I get the in, and he's done. So got a little lucky there. Then we move on to window of opportunities done, but there's no damage reflect, so I can go ahead and parry when the window of opportunities done timer is down. Just have to remember not to parry with Doom until now. Once the window of opportunities done goes down, then I can go in and do my normal parries. And he's down. Next, I healed up my Human Torch. I researched this one a little bit to see how it's done. And this one here is another window of opportunity. Well, not this stunning deflection is this one. So if you don't gain power unless you apply damage with debuff, and you can't take off his stun immune, like the stunning deflection, unless you poison and incinerate. So this is like the perfect spot for Human Torch. So when you see that blue icon at the top, you just have to make sure that it's actually gone, that it actually registered your incinerate, and that it disappears before you can go in and stun it. But it's also stubborn, so you want to keep track of that, because that's how you can get those periods to take the stubborn off. So it's a combination of that and keeping track of his rock stacks. But if you get all that stuff sorted out, then it's not that bad. Let's see there, the stun reflect is on, now it's off. Get into those. Get into a special 2. It's off again, so we can do the special 2 with the parry at the end. Get into his 50 clock stacks. Here, I think, that was a good one, where I got the special 2 was like the perfect time to bring him right to 15. I think there, I had an indestructible boost on, and it saved me there. I tried to, do a 1 before my heavy instead of just heavying right away. And here, the stun saves me there because I pushed him past his rock stacks. I get him back to, now here I'm just like, please turtle up so that I can push you to a bar of power. It works out, he throws it, I go back in, I can parry. Luckily I got stubborn there, and we get out of this thing. So that was pretty nice. Last, we've got a wonderful 6-star rank 2 Doom boss. Now, I brought in Mr. Fantastic as a 3-star and used 2 of his pre-fight abilities. Unfortunately, I don't get much. I get a little bit out of them, and I guess in a tight fight they help, but it basically starts off with 2 debuffs with the Petrify and the Suppression Field. So, with fighting with Void, I get 2 debuffs at the start, so he starts taking damage right as the fight begins. So there's those 2, the Petrify, and there's then the other debuff there at the start. And then I also had Doc Ock with Mr. Fantastic, and that synergy gives a tech or science champion a power sting when they apply debuffs. So that works great with Doc Ock, it works great with Captain America Infinity War like we did last time against the Thing boss, and this time we're using it to our advantage with the Doom boss. So every time he drops those specials with a couple power stings on, he's taking like 7,000 damage every time. So it's just a matter of trying to keep up the destructible charges by doing some parries every so often. And other than that, we get into a good rotation of evading Doom's special one. And it's slow and steady, but does the job. So I think everything is pretty consistent. Now, if I would have gotten like some better luck with his with voids like Petrifies when Fear the Void up, then I could have reversed some of his healing a little faster, because he's still getting some healing from my debuffs. So it's just kind of unfortunate. So like this time I get the Petrify right off the bat, so he doesn't get the healing. But you know, for the most part, this was great. I really only this was the only fight that I had to bring in the junior account for, and I'm glad that it worked out okay. Unfortunately, we didn't get the win. Can't win all of them, but we're still doing solid, and hopefully we can keep pushing as hard as we can, and we'll get a nice finish by the end of the season. We're a little more than halfway done, and hopefully I'll try to continue these the rest of the season. So enjoy the rest of the fight, and I'll see you next time.